See? Bum, 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 bum. Welcome to episode 133, Michael.
Mike Square.
The Cigar Hustler Podcast, the number one cigar show on Podbean.
Number one.
Still.
Week
Week 57.
going strong. Week 57. Oh, on Podbean.
On Podbean.
Number one.
We're actually, our 3 years is up in January, I checked.
3 glorious years.
We are in our third year now. It'll be the end of the third year in January. But in 2 weeks, we will do episode 52 of the Patreon. I feel we should do something special. That will be 1 year of Patreon shows.
Something special.
Something special for the patrons.
We could do something for the patrons of the Patreon.
They'd be moving to a different place.
They had we did the Weasel Fest access to them.
Yes, they got exclusive Weasel Fest access.
Before everybody else.
How many do you want to say how many you want?
We sold
some.
We sold some.
Good. I'm glad they took advantage. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Glad you could take advantage of that. There are certain perks. Membership has its privileges.
Mm-hmm. And today we're going to review.
Oh, we finally got them. The frog juice. Now
frog juice.
Everybody has smoked them, and then you can't buy them anywhere. We got some.
Stop being so pessimistic. I'm very excited. I finally get to smoke the cigar.
I know. I'm very excited, too. I'm surprised the pack did not get open because they've been here almost a week now.
You told me not to open them.
You never
You yelled at me. I have a present for you.
A present.
I do.
Right now?
Yeah. You want me to do it right now?
Sure, why not? Get it up. We'll do it for the show.
Since you're on this whole Game of Thrones kick, you've made this statement a couple times.
Do I have a hand of the kingpin?
You have a hand of the kingpin.
Oh, where did you get this?
I ordered it for you.
Oh, I will put it on my... Oh, look, I'm the hand of the king.
Since you have referred to yourself as the hand of the king.
I'm going to put it on my
I was like,
shirt.
oh, I need to get him one of those.
Very nice.
So,
I'm into season 3 now.
moving right along.
Moving right along.
You're crinkling like crazy.
Sorry. He just lost his hand, and they fought the bear, and they've climbed the wall.
There's a lot going on.
So it's very busy. Very busy.
It's about to get how many seasons are there?
8. The Red Wedding's about to happen.
I would just stop at like 6.
And then it gets bad. I'm going to watch it all the way through.
I would just end it to the Battle of the Bastards. That's when I'd call it quits.
Nope. I'm going to watch it all the way through. So I get it all together.
All right.
But like I mentioned before, there's certain advantages to having seen stuff that hasn't happened yet because you get to connect the stuff that they're like, oh, well, that's why later they did this.
Very exciting.
Right.
I'm excited for you, Mike.
Like when the mother of the dragons goes into the big spiral building where they've captured her dragons.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
She goes to that one city that is the most glorious city in the world.
Yeah.
And then there's the guy whose lips are blue and...
Yeah.
Okay. There's a part where she's in a room with all doors and she has to pick the right door. She walks into one door and it's the set from the final shot where she actually gets killed. It's the destroyed castle throne room.
Interesting.
Where John kills her. Yeah, I mean, nobody even mentioned that, but I was like, oh, I've seen that. That's where John kills her later.
Dies. Where she dies.
She does at the end, yes. Very sad.
Poor
girl. Poor thing never wears clothes in that show.
I will never commit to a TV series,
show?
TV show of that magnitude ever again.
Oh. We finished Scandal a couple weeks ago. We're so disappointed in the last
That's
episode.
what I'm saying. You know,
It was such a downer. We're like, that's it? You know, and I'm scrolling back looking. And
when it starts to taper off for me,
you can tell.
I'm going to give up. I'm not going to do it again. Like Ray Donovan was an amazing show. And then like I watched last season or 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of falling off. Started to watch the next season. I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's over.
You can tell when the writers run out of stuff to do.
Now
or
he's just like this broken man. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's not fun anymore.
Right.
You know? Before he was like this. He was a broken man before, but he was a badass.
Right.
And now he's just, I can't.
Is that HBO also?
I think it's Showtime.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
That's okay. I didn't have HBO until a couple weeks ago, so who knows what happens.
Who knows where the road may take us?
Pandemic America, they always offer specials.
Could be anything.
So we have a couple of things to talk about, things that have happened since we were last on the air. First, let me explain my attire. I'm going on vacation immediately after the show, so I already have my vacation clothes on. Because even though I get ready, the wife goes, it's not what you normally wear for the podcast.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Vacation clothes. And I go,
a little vacation.
That's because I'm out of here.
That's it.
So the Patreon's actually probably going to go up early. It's the only one I can't schedule to upload.
Oh,
The other,
all right,
the other two I can schedule, and they'll go up on the regular days.
Okay.
But the Patreon's probably going to go up tonight or way early tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay, we had a little drama here around the shop.
Shall we address that first?
But yeah, I have it on the list. Yes, before we get into the.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Okay, so there's like a rule here at the shop. Oh, I'm looking at the light like it's the camera. We have a new light. We're trying something different again. So if you guys have noticed, we are not yellow now. We are not blue.
We're normal color.
We might be white. I'm not quite sure how it looks. But
we're willing to take the gamble.
Looking at the light instead of the camera.
We just continued to make this show better for you.
Yes. And we have a second camera. Why is it flashing red?
It's because it's recording.
Ah, gotcha. Wow.
I'm testing it out.
I don't even know which one to look at now.
Don't look at the other one.
Don't look at the light. Don't look at the flashing red light. Look at the other camera.
I mean, I'm curious to see how the audio is and all that stuff. Just the kind of way it is.
The audio, yeah.
So I got
because we feed the board into the other camera.
Right. So I got a GoPro for my birthday, Hero 8. I'm very excited about it.
Yes.
And just kind of taking it for a spin. You know, you got to start making content.
Yeah, you got to see how it works.
Yeah.
So where are we at? Oh, when you're working, you have to social media post here at the shop. Sometimes
you're ahead of yourself.
Can I
set the platform?
I was explaining why I actually did the photo.
Okay, but before you get there, you got to explain the whole.
Okay, please.
And then you can take over.
Okay.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
I just want to make sure that our listeners and YouTube watchers get the full story. So, we have a meeting every week. We discuss product and things that we can be doing better at the store, and everything that we can possibly do to achieve. I sound better now.
All right, you.
Thank you. Everything we can possibly do to make the store better, right?
Yes.
And a topic of discussion came up that we needed barber poles for our.
Oh wow, you're going way back.
Yeah, for our house blend section.
Correct.
Right, because we have regular customers that will never buy a banded cigar.
Right.
They just won't. So, but they requested barber poles. So I said, okay, well, hey, Greg will put in the phone call and we'll get some barber pole cigars. So the barber pole cigars come in, we price them out, and that was the end of it for me. The employees got it. They, the problem's been solved. Customers will be happy that we had it, and that's where you kind of come into play, if you want to.
Okay. So then we got one that was particularly unusual or an attractive looking cigar. It had a triple wrap barber pole or something.
It's beautiful
with a candela. Yeah, it's very
nice.
pretty, very beautiful cigar. So for my social media posts last Tuesday,
everybody does social media posts for Cigar Hustler.
When you see Cigar Hustler, you don't know who it is that has posted that,
right?
Because we all do it. So anyway, I took a bundle of the cigars and a pile of the cigars and put them out on the bar and positioned everything just right, stacked nice and neat, and just took a little photo that we have them now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, you did.
So
it was a great photo.
Thank you. Thank you.
You do a great job with your pictures. Better than me and my fucking decrepit, broken fingernail and shit. I'm like, smoking a cigar.
Right. So, so I posted on a thing, and then on our Facebook page.
You did.
And almost immediately, we
opened the floodgates.
We received a message from what's his name?
James Brown.
James Brown. I couldn't remember his name.
You got a message from him?
No. Well, he commented, I guess, on the photo.
Yeah.
No, actually, somebody else saw it first. I think somebody told him.
Somebody had to bring it to his attention.
Right. Somebody brought it to his attention that apparently they had one in 2019 called the Tiger Lily.
The Tiger
which
Lily.
Looked, I would say, pretty close,
yeah.
Exactly the same, if not the identical cigar.
Yeah.
Now, we did not know this.
The barber pole, per se.
We did not know this. The company that makes them for us did not know this.
Okay, but here's the deal. Let me see.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to find because I saved that. I took a screenshot of the angry post. Trying to find it. Probably should have took
the angry post from him or the angry post from his wife. They both.
Well, I mean,
she's a little more vocal.
So first of all, let me start by saying James and Angela are very nice people. Never, I've never had an issue with them. They're cool, right?
I've never met them.
I know you've never met them, but. No. I have met them in the past, and I've had no issues with them. They're good people.
We carry Black Label cigars here at the shop.
We do, and
not that one particularly, because as I understand, it's not available any longer.
Right. Well, so hold on before you keep going. So James Brown wrote on there, "Wow, literally knocked off our shit." Angela said, Mike Shaponkevich, there are plenty of ways to be unique in the cigar business. Copying the exact wrapper pattern of Blackworks cigar is not. And I wrote, well, it's not my cigar. So I didn't understand why I was being chastised. And then she said, at least you're not the asshole, but it's for sale at your shop. So I know that this may sound crazy, but for one, and I've had issues with Z in the past with certain things, but we've always come to, we've worked things out, right? Z is a great guy. Cordova Morales Cigars, he's a fucking down-to-earth person.
Yes, very nice man.
And he's like a legit Cuban. He's from Cuba.
Right, yeah.
He's been, cigars has been his entire life.
He's been on the show numerous times.
Yeah. So
he came over as a child on one of the boats. And
so when this whole thing kind of takes place, and this starts to erupt, Z reaches out to me immediately because somebody reached out to him. And he's like, hey, man, I'm really sorry. I had no idea about – I don't know who James Brown is. I don't know what Blackworks is. I don't know anything about their product. I had no idea that this is anything – that this was a thing. And I said, okay. Well, they called him an asshole. And they instantly jumped to an assumption that he was knocking off their cigar, and I don't think that that's appropriate. I don't think that that's okay.
No, I mean he didn't call it the Tiger Lily.
Right.
There was no claims that it was a Tiger Lily knockoff.
Right. So to make matters worse, this wasn't something that was going to be online.
No, it was a house cigar
online, but because everybody got pissed off and brought more attention to it, I had no choice but to offer it to everybody.
Right.
So James could have gone about this a totally different way, first of all. He could have reached out to me privately. I didn't know. I have no idea what the fuck Tiger Lily is. I've never seen Tiger Lily.
Yeah, no.
It's never been offered to me for sale. And apparently you can't even buy it in store. You have to go and buy it in the factory. So I don't understand how that's a major conflict if a retailer sells something that looks similar, for one. For two, at the end of the day, I know this is going to sound kind of tacky, but we're all kind of copying the original person who rolled cigars, right? The one guy turned around and said, hey, I can take these leaves.
Right.
I can put them together.
Bunch up something on the inside.
I can smoke them, and, it tastes good, and I get to chill out. So... I guess
that way. You're right.
I guess if you wanted to go after that guy from back in whenever, fucking 1500 or whatever
it was,
he should be really the guy that's upset that's being replicated on and on and on. Now, James, instead of calling my friend an asshole and coming after this shop, all he had to do was private message me.
Right.
Like it would have been dead at that. Hey man, dude, And we have a relationship. It's not like I don't know who he is. He doesn't know who I am,
Right.
If he said, hey, man, that cigar is really, really close to a cigar that we make in the factory, I don't know what to do. I don't know how you want to handle this, but I'd appreciate it if you took it down or something like that.
We could have taken the photo down.
I would have been like, absolutely, no problem. Remove the image. It would have been sold in store.
Right.
Nobody would have fucking known about it.
No, it would have been advertising about it whatsoever.
It would have been over.
It would have been in the little slot on the wall.
Right.
Right.
But instead, they lost control. They said some mean things about a guy that you have no idea who he is, what he's doing. You instantly assume his intention is to replicate your brand, which it wasn't. I mean, He doesn't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even know what the fuck Tiger Lily was.
I had to Google it to even see what it was.
So,
And apparently the name isn't even something that they originated with.
Right.
There's an older cigar called the Tiger Lily. I don't know what it looked like. All you can find is the boxes online.
So you have all that. And there was never any ill intention.
No.
Now, let's say hypothetically there was ill intention, right?
Okay.
And he said, hey, I'm going to make this cigar, and it's going to look like this cigar.
Right.
Right? Why the fucking upheaval? I just don't I don't get it. I mean, if you want to go buy SpaghettiOs,
right?
There's fucking all types of SpaghettiOs.
Right.
I mean, I could tell you that Costco has their own fucking Tide It's called laundry detergent in an orange fucking container. I don't see the Tide upheaval of people.
Right, Tide's not getting all
They're not
upset.
going fucking ape shit.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they're gonna be totally different products. Even if they're similar, they're still fucking different. Like night and day. Like not even fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So like I don't
please.
understand like why lose emotional control and kind of going about it that way. I think it was completely wrong, and I think that they were out of line. And I welcome James and Angela to come on the show. They can call in anytime and they can say their piece. I don't want you to think that this is just a one-way street.
No, we do this every Monday afternoon.
You can feel free to chastise me and call me all types of horrible things. I'm okay with that. Mike does that to me every week. So
I don't call you names.
Sometimes, especially when you text me or in the group text, you say hurtful things. But it's okay. I'm okay with. I'm just telling you, I'm okay with it.
You can handle it.
Yeah, it's So I want you to feel comfortable with that, James and Angela. You are welcome to come on the show at any time, and you can
I feel bad now that my text message hurt your feelings.
defend your side. You don't hurt my feelings.
Oh,
Not at all.
okay.
So yeah,
you would say we have you have named it here at the shop, the cigar.
well, yeah, because it was so because they went about it the wrong way.
Right.
Of course, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna give it a good name. So I called it Carol Bashkins.
And we actually got in. Is it 3 or 4 barber poles he brought in?
Yeah, he did. He did,
Different
but that
ones.
one was the prettiest.
That one was the prettiest one, right? And the other one.
So you took a picture of it.
I took a picture of it.
And you opened up the floodgates.
Are you going to say?
I mean, the fucking messages that I got from people, the text messages,
Did you
the
get messages from
Facebook
people?
messages, like all, yeah.
Were they all disparaging comments?
None of them were aggressive towards me.
Oh.
None of them were like, you're out of line, that's fucked up, or anything
Right.
like that. Not to that magnitude whatsoever.
Oh.
And then, of course, Jack Torano's got a call and harass me.
Oh, what did Jack say?
He's like, oh, I can't wait to get to the Caribbean cigars to talk about on Fuck That Guy. Now we got some content. I'm like, dude, you're an ass.
Well, they
And of course, Danny Vasquez he texts me, he harassed me. He's like, how much for that new black label is exactly what he said. I'm like, God damn. Like,
how many you want, Danny? How many?
like fucking, some of these guys are just cold-blooded. I mean, God damn.
I mean, we could have called it the BL,
The BL. But, again,
the Tiger Rose.
I'm just going to chalk it up at this moment, at least. I'm going to chalk it up to, maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe shit was going south, and whatever the case may be, I don't know.
They were upset. And
I don't wish ill will on
the
them
wrong
at
way.
all.
No,
I
not
want
at
to see
all.
their brand succeed.
They make good cigars.
They are, and they're good people. So, there's no ill will on this side.
Does what's his name? What's the I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. The gentleman, does he still work for them? Who used to work for Aromacraft? Coy.
Yeah. He tried to instigate me a little bit because obviously the Shogui stuff is no longer Shogui.
I have that to talk about later.
Okay. So he tried to get me going. I'm like, I'm not like, you're not gonna piss me off about this.
Right.
I'm not mad. It's not my brand. So
No. Right.
I can't get upset about things I can't control.
Exactly. So
there it is. So
We
now
move
it
on,
is
and
out in the
it's
open.
out in the
I
open.
have,
You
I
can
have
buy them on cigarhustler.com.
I have expressed it.
We have to order.
And it's not going to taste anything like Tiger Lily. I don't even know what Tiger Lily tastes like. I've never seen it before.
I tried to buy some because I was curious.
You can't.
You can't.
So some of the people that messaged me, I'm like, okay, so how do I get that cigar?
Right.
Like, oh,
I mean,
you
I'd
can't.
love
Oh,
to
you
smoke it
can't.
on the
You
show.
can't get that cigar.
Yeah, we don't make
You got to
it.
get it. You got to go get it from the factory. I'm like, oh,
Who makes
Okay.
their cigars?
they make their cigars.
They make theirs. Yeah, they have their own
Olea
factory.
Negra.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful factory.
Oh,
It is.
Well, it's a beautiful cigar.
It's right off the highway. I mean, it's
In Esteli,
yeah.
and we get Skip to run over there.
He's not. I don't know when
Oh,
Skip's
that's
going
right.
to be
He's
back.
not back.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Esteban. To
I mean,
run over.
with all the shit that's going on, I mean, and that could have been part of it too. Maybe they're having shipment issues, or maybe they're having their own struggles because of the coronavirus, and they were just having an off day. Like it's possible,
It is.
And I'm not gonna fucking pass judgment on them for just kind of losing their shit
no.
because I lose my shit every once in a while too.
Since you already mentioned it, let's move on to that brief little
Yeah, let's cover that too.
little story here. I just gotta find it real quick. Lost and Found announces initiative-based relief of the GAF. Give a fuck, it's called.
Yeah.
Lost and Found, a brand owned by Robert Caldwell, Tony Bellato, and Jacqueline Sears, has a new charitable release coming out. The Give a Fuck GAF is a Lost and Found latest initiative joining other summer releases. We'll be rolling out the initiative by donating a generous portion of the above referenced brands to help fund 501c to the charitable organization whose purpose is to improve education and destitute children in the inner city, the company revealed in a press release. Now, from what we understand, that is the Lost Choguis.
Well, yeah, they made the logo very similar to it. They made a couple alterations and stuff like that.
Couple alterations, and they, I mean, his was fuck the bird or whatever.
Fear the fucking bird.
Fear the fucking bird. So that's in the name. But
well, the fucking bird went away.
Right, yeah, the bird went away.
Fucking bird's been MIA for a couple of years.
The amount they said they bought was the exact amount we knew was at the factory. And we tried to buy those and couldn't.
We did. We did try and buy them. They tried to charge me fucking retail for the cigar. I'm like, how am I going to... That doesn't even make sense. No. So obviously...
Lost and Found as a brand that's what they do. They find cigars at it.
Right. So obviously Robert Caldwell, is a little bit closer and has the ability to negotiate that. And he did.
Got a better deal. So good for him. So those are out, and I'm trying to get one or two of those.
Oh, you can call Ronnie. Ronnie's got them.
Ronnie's got them?
That's a creature.
That's right. Ronnie's got them.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Executive has them in Melbourne. I was hoping they were going to pick them up over in Sanford, and I would just run over there. But
I mean, we could probably just get them if you want.
Yeah.
I could just reach out to Groover.
You want to buy some? I didn't know you wanted to buy them.
I don't care. Honestly, it's not. So, look, this isn't my brand. Okay. Right. It was part of my portfolio. I represented him. Victor is a sweet guy. We had a good friendship. We still do to some degree because he's kind of absent-minded and distant. And he fell off the face of the earth when it came to cigars. We sold all his cigars, and then he's just... Right. And people have asked me, well, what's going on with this? And I'm like, I honestly can't. I have no idea. So, the factory's been sitting on them for a while.
They must be nice.
And that sucks.
It was one of my favorite cigars too.
So this factory's sitting on it, right? They got to unload it. They have money sitting there.
Right. I don't blame them at all. At this point,
I'm not.
He's walked away from them.
So Coy tries to send me. So Coy sends me a picture of it and says, "Ouch." I'm like, okay.
But do you have those, Coy? Coy, send us some.
Like, should I be? I mean, like, why would I be upset about that? I mean, for one, I wish Robert Caldwell the best.
Right? Yeah, he's been on the show. Very nice man.
And it's a good cigar, so he should be able to sell them all and fucking. And he's doing a fucking good thing with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Giving money to charity.
So I'm supposed to be upset? Like, no, not even close. Not even remotely close. Of course, I wish I could have kept carrying them. Of course, I could have wished that they were still in my portfolio. But, the owner of the company went a different direction. I can't control that. So.
Well, there you go. All right.
This is good. This is, glad I
can get all this out.
Glad I have a platform where I can fully explain myself.
That's good. All right, we're at almost 25 minutes. We'll go ahead and take a break so then we can get into the rest of the show.
It was a solid 25 minutes.
It went fast. The show was fast. We might have to stretch this like hour and a half from now on.
No. Get out of here. I got too much to do.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right.
There's no Welcome back, episode 133. Wow, that's so many episodes.
133.
All right, Romacraft Tobacco has announced at Weasel Fest.
It's a minimum 133 hours of my life that I have sacrificed to this
longer.
Podcast.
Some of the episodes are longer.
They are. That's why I said a minimum.
Oh, gotcha.
That's probably about the equivalent. That's probably less than the amount of time my son has spent on Call of Duty, though. I can tell you that much. He's probably like 8 days deep at this point.
All right. Last week, we were adamant that we were going to Weasel Fest.
Yes.
We were Weasel Fest, everything Weasel Fest, and now, no. It will not take place this September. The following is a communication sent out to the ticket holders. After almost a year of planning, negotiating, promoting, and preparing to bring you a cigar event like you've never seen before, we're extremely disappointed to deliver the news that Weasel Fest 2020 has once again been delayed. While we have hoped that this would not happen again, we knew that there was always a chance that it would. Due to a recent surge of coronavirus cases in the region, the city of Austin and Travis County has issued a standing order that prohibits all events and community gatherings of more than 10 people outside of a non-religious facility. Oh, we could have it at a church.
God damn it, Skip.
The Church of Martin.
Yeah.
Could have online.
All hail the Church of Roma.
There you go. You can get ordained online anymore. People do that to get married.
It's a church event.
It's a church event.
Oh, happy day.
Though the order expires on
Oh,
August 15th, it's expected to
day.
announce at the time all events and community gatherings of more than 100 people will be prohibited. As of the date of this announcement, the city of Austin has not issued and is not expected to issue permits for the September 5th event due to these orders. Moving forward, we are exploring options with our event planning partner to reschedule Weaselfest. An event of this scale involves a surprising number of contracts and agreements, so we will be spending the next few weeks working with the dozens of talented musicians, distillers, brewers, smokers, chefs, and other partners to firm up a new date. However, our tentative plan is to move the entire Weaselfest lineup to next year's Memorial Day weekend. We will announce our plans once they are finalized. And then, it gets into the options of things that you could do. Are you're not?
Yeah,
Are you doing your own show over there again?
Yeah. I'm about to start whistling.
Weaselfest is the latest. This isn't part of the press release. He did a press release.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Skipped it a press.
But it wasn't about how good he is. It's actual
Well, I skipped a
information.
little. That might have been in there somewhere.
He could have slid that in, but it's not like, hey, we're gonna.
He doesn't have to.
No, that's true. He just does the right thing all the time.
Yes. Weaselfest is the latest major consumer-based cigar event to be canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Recent cancellations for major consumer events canceled include Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival, Drew Estate Barn Smokers, Texas Cigar Festival, and Smoke Inn in the Carolinas. At airtime, other events such as Cigars International, Cigar Fest, Cigar Aficionados, Las Vegas, and Miami Big Smoke are still planning to take place. Last week, Eric Espinosa announced on Primetime episode 142 with our friend Scoop.
Oh.
He will make a final decision.
Scoop? Did you call him Scoop?
No, Coop. It's the Scoop from Coop.
The Scoop? Coop.
He will make a final decision to Lizona Palooza 2020 on August 1st. Now, as I understand
And it's fucked. Who cares?
it's probably not going to happen. But
are you
they are
kidding?
having a meeting today, as I understand it. And as soon as the meeting's over, I am to get information.
Ooh. Is the meeting going on right now?
It could very well be going on right
Can we
now.
call Jack and maybe we can get the press release?
That might be
Hot off the presses.
You want to call him real quick?
No, I don't.
You sure? We'll call him on the next one.
On the Patreon?
On the Patreon, we'll call and see what he says. No? All right. All right, moving on. Are you calling him now?
I'm going to text and say, see if he's available.
All right, moving on. Man fires a gun at Cigars International employee after refusing to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So maybe it is a good idea we don't go to a Cigars International while we're in Texas because they're shooting people. A man fired gunshot at a Cigars International employee after the employee told him he must wear a mask in the store or wait outside. The incident took place earlier today at Cigars International location in Nazarene Pike in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. No injuries were due to the gunfire. According to Matt Cook, Director of Retail Operations for Cigars International, a man entered the store without a mask, in which against both store policy and well-estate restrictions, the individual said medical conditions, said Cook. We have a protocol where we will allow a customer to wait outside, gathering all cigars, and do the transaction outside. Instead, the man allegedly grabbed 2 cigars, did not offer to pay for them, and then walked outside of the parking lot. Cook said a clerk at the store followed the customer outside so he could get a license plate number to report the customer to the police. The man then took out a gun and discharged 3 shots.
Did they get the license plate?
2 in the employees and 1 in the air. Oh, bang, bang.
And he missed?
Wow.
Was he aiming?
He then got his car and drove away.
Nothing like sacrificing your life for cigars.
The
Let's
lead-
go out there. Fuck that guy. Let's go get him.
At noon local time, this was last week, the man had not been apprehended, though a warrant had been issued for his arrest. So I assume they did get the license plate, yes.
Oh, okay.
Cigars International is the world's largest cigar retailer next to Cigar Hustler. It has been 3 locations in Pennsylvania, 2 in
Oh, it
Texas,
says that, huh? Oh,
and
it's
2,
amazing.
2 upcoming stores in Florida somewhere. We don't know where they are because Michael wouldn't let me read the story. Is best known for their website and catalogs. Scandinavian Tobacco Group owns Cigars International.
Yay. Okay. So, we have a guy.
We have a guy.
He's upset.
No mask.
No mask, but he didn't. The mask thing wasn't why he was obviously upset about something prior to.
Well, probably the whole mask thing has upset him, I wouldn't believe.
Yeah. So tensions are rising.
So he walks into the store.
Guy walks into a store.
I need cigars. Okay,
Yeah.
wait, we'll play this out. You be the
Grabs the two
employee.
cig-
You be the
grabs-
employee. I will be the man.
Okay.
Okay, I walk in the store. I need cigars.
Sir, you have to wear a mask in order to be here at the fine establishment of Cigars International.
No mask. Grabs 2 cigars. Runs for the door.
I'll come get you. Ooh, well, you can't move around like that.
Oh, yeah,
my
apparently
shit's
can't
going nuts.
move
Yeah.
around. That was bad. Now you're out trying to get a license plate.
As an employee, though,
Yes.
like why? I mean, it's 2
Well,
cigars.
he was not chasing the man to get the cigars back. We would hope. It
Okay.
stated in the story he was just attempting to get the license plate.
But
number.
even still, like, you know, you had a
So
disgruntled
2 cigars.
guy,
So we're looking at most $20.
maybe at
Maybe.
full retail.
Yeah, maybe $20.
Right. I mean, and it's
I mean, what-
Texas, so
'cause
there's no tax.
Cigars by the
There's a
door,
penny.
maybe like the $6.
Yeah, there's probably
That's
some
where you put
bullshit.
the Carol Baskins by the
Like,
door.
I want to hire that retailer.
You wanna hire that
employee,
guy?
because that guy's going to go the extra mile for
Apparently
fucking
so,
$10 an
yes.
hour, whatever the hell he's making.
Right.
You know.
So the man draws his gun. Bang, bang.
Right.
Oh, you're still coming. Bang.
It's possible that TI fires him.
Oh, for chasing the man outside.
Yeah.
Because that's against the rules.
It's probably a liability.
Yeah. When I was in retail years ago at Kmart, we used to chase employees. We used to chase shoplifters.
Yeah, and look at you now, Kmart.
Yeah, look what happened to them. One time, me and the security guy chased a guy outside. I stopped when we got to the edge of the parking lot. Security guard kept going. Apparently, the man stopped at the gas station on the corner, turned around, karate kicked the security guard 2 or 3 times in the head, knocked him down, and then just walked away. The guy
Like
came
it was
back with a
nothing.
black eye and a bruise on his head, and I was like, I stopped. I'm sorry.
That guy just kicked my ass.
That guy just kicked my ass for whatever he stole. Obviously, nothing big, but
Pencils,
who knows? Probably batteries or something.
Radio.
Who knows?
small radio.
So, yeah, so that guy might be looking for work.
What if he gets fired?
And he's looking for work. If you'd like to move to Florida,
We'll hire you.
we'll hire you here.
Sure.
Not a problem.
And
During the interview, show the bullet wounds.
I'm gonna advise against you to chase after anybody.
Well, we have a much shorter parking lot. It's less running.
We have a
can
easier
really-
policy too.
We have cameras.
We do have cameras.
So
Yeah.
we just tell Greg, the lube that keeps the shop moving.
Yeah. Look at the camera for the license plate number, and there it is.
All right. So
Not like firing a couple rounds over some cigars and a mask. What the fuck?
he didn't have the mask on, so you know who he was.
Yeah.
If he had the mask on, it would have been better for him at least.
Guy lost his shit. You know, that usually happens in Florida. Thank you, Texas, for taking the
Oh, it's-
limelight off of
Open carry
Florida
in
for the
Texas,
week.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I wonder if he had a hat. Like a big cowboy hat.
big cowboy hat.
Fucking 10
Couldn't run because he had boots.
Yeah, like a 10-gallon.
Hey, I need these cigars.
Give me the damn cigars.
All right.
Fucking Spurs.
Okay, Michael.
He tried to get his license plate number. However, he jumped on a horse,
Yelled a hi-ho silver and headed for the sunset.
lassoed the employees, and then fired 2 rounds. We've identified the man by the tail of the horse.
We're looking for a man on a Palomino pony with a white tail. Last seen.
Have you seen
Last
those
seen
bears?
headed for the sunset.
Smoking a cigar that he didn't pay for.
I'm picturing this in my head.
I love the fact that it made news too. That's some epic
Oh, I
shit.
made all the national
Yeah, it was
cigar
everywhere.
news. I didn't see it on TV, but it did make all the cigar
It didn't
news.
make it on CNN, but
It might have.
but it did cover everywhere else.
All right, Michael.
You want to
moving-
know something? If it was in Florida, it would have made
It would
fucking
have made the
CNN. Like,
news.
oh, a
Oh,
Florida
Florida
man
man
loses his shit at a
shoots
cigar
at a person
store.
off horseback.
Ah,
All right, La Aurora TAA Exclusivo. Michael.
Yes.
This
Oh,
year has
ooh.
been a weird one for just about every part of the world, including the cigar industry.
no shit.
Like many others, the Tobacconist Association of America, TAA, which Michael would like someone to help him get into, was forced
Sure.
to adjust
I'd
its
love to be
plans
a
for
TAA
2020.
member.
The group, which is made up of about 80 or more prominent brick and mortar retailers in USA, could
Yeah.
be 81.
Or maybe one of them falls off.
Oh,
79.
then it's back up to 80.
Ooh.
Has scheduled its annual meeting for March 22nd to 26th in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. That was canceled. In a
Canceled.
typical year, the meeting allows the retailers and about 40 manufacturers. You could get in twice.
As a manufacturer.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to do that.
You
What am I
don't
going to do?
do that.
Am I sell Pasani that I don't fucking have?
To
Hey,
see
so
each
here's
other.
the deal.
Oh, they want to see each other in person. They're like face-to-face
You can
meetings.
just write this big order and I'm going to
With-
send you none of
With
it.
the gathering of back order. It's all back order.
It's all back ordered.
A variety of social
Then I won't
events,
contact you. I'll just send it.
presentations, and
$50,000
selling opportunity. We really need to get that printer fixed.
It is
The highest
there.
profile of those selling opportunities is the TA Exclusive Series program, which sees manufacturers create exclusive cigars for TA retailers while committing to donating a portion of the proceeds to the organization. Oh, see, that's why PCA is doing that. Same idea.
PCA.
Ultimately, TAA was forced to
NTA.
cancel the in-person event due to the coronavirus.
NTA.
It instead opted to have a virtual event, and the event was canceled. Perhaps the most notable part. Are you going to do it the whole time I'm talking?
A square.
TA meeting and convention would be 2 companies with a long history in the cigar
Yes, people
business
like it
decided
when I
to
annoy
make
you.
TA exclusive for the first time. La Aurora
Rave
and
reviews on me
Villiger.
annoying you.
So, as I understand it, the La Aurora has sold
You're
quite
unfazed.
well. What?
You're unfazed
What do you mean I'm unfazed?
by my harassment.
Oh, no, I'm just moving on. So
the TA's... Yeah.
TA didn't happen. La Aurora came out with their first cigar.
And sold it to nobody because they weren't there, or they're offering
No,
it to them?
the rep was
TA
off and around.
members.
Fortunately, they sold it to the
Willie?
Willie sold it to the TA members.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I forgot to talk about at the top?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we did. We rocked right away. Okay. If you tried to listen to us on the Florida Man Radio,
I just want you to know this story is absolutely
had a little bit of evidently a misunderstanding involved with the radio radio
A
show.
misunderstanding.
So they were
My nose
supposed
is
to
very itchy today.
email me something, and they kept saying, I
we
kept
didn't-
asking.
oh, hey, I never got the email.
I never got the email. Could you send it again? He goes, yep,
okay.
I'll have the
Yeah,
guy
no
send it again. Not a problem. I go, okay, I will text you again immediately when I receive the email. Still never got the email. Reached out to Willie from Aurora because he was on last week, and I said, did you have the...
Did you get the email?
Did you get the email? Could you forward me the email? He goes, no, I had a face-to-face meeting. Anything unusual? I asked him, anything unusual or anything special I need to know? No, pretty cut and dry stuff.
Just go right in.
Just go right in.
It's going to be amazing.
You have the address? Yeah, Maitland? Yep, that's where you go.
Brought my GoPro
Okay, no
and
problem.
everything.
So I come and pick you up. We load up and go and drive over there.
We get in the golf cart.
We get in my little Versa, which is dead now. The battery died.
Oh, good.
I don't know why. I need a new battery.
Probably old.
Probably. So we get there and we find we can't get in. Knock.
No response.
Text the guy that we're supposed to be meeting there. Hey, we're here.
No answer.
No one answered. There was a number on the door. I called the number, and the young ladies who were on the air currently, that's who answered the phone.
Oh.
Because I recognized them from listening on the way there. So she said, oh, I'm very sorry. I will tell someone. Apparently, she texted that man who came to listen. So they let us in. We're sitting in the
front lobby
area. And they said they need to go do a few things. They'll be right back. Then he brings 2 pieces of paper out.
Yep.
Drops them down on us.
Uh-huh.
And goes, here, I need you to read through these, and then I need your credit card. I go, credit card? By that time, he's gone. So read the thing.
So it kind of chucks it at you into fucking bails.
Yeah. Apparently, they were going to charge us to be a guest on their show.
Yeah.
There's a fee involved on Florida Man Radio.
They gave up.
30 minutes.
No way.
Yeah. It's exactly 30 minutes if it would have ran.
Wow.
Wow, every video camera only records for 30 minutes, apparently.
Son of a bitch.
So we had the same problem.
Goodbye, GoPro.
No. We could. I mean, we just take the break.
Yeah. No, we'll use it for other stuff.
Or we could do, close-ups or.
Well, yeah.
Stuff.
I'm excited about it still.
Good.
Yeah.
Very nice gift from your wife. Lovely gift.
Very thoughtful.
So anyway, we sit there, and we wait, and then it's like a minute after airtime. What we thought was going to be airtime.
Yeah. So we're supposed to come on at 3.
At 3. We got there at 2:45, 2:50-ish time they let us in.
Yeah.
So at 2 after.
Because you're
3,
not 15 minutes early.
You're late. That's right. So then we get up and leave. And as we are leaving, the man goes, hey, wait, you guys don't want to be on the show? And I tell him, there's a misunderstanding here, sir. I'm very sorry. Apparently, there's a fee involved?
Right.
Yeah. We weren't told there was a fee. We're not.
We had no idea.
We're not prepared to pay to be on the radio. Okay, not a problem. And he goes and shuts the door behind him.
Now, here's the deal. First of all, we are now charging for all our guests moving forward.
Apparently, that's a thing.
I don't know that, we big mistake for us.
Well, Jack's been on 4 times.
3 years in the industry. He owes us at least $800.
At least $800.
Yeah, minimum.
Exactly.
And
if there's 2 people from the same show, do we charge double?
So, yeah. No, and we give them a discount rate.
Oh.
You throw in the extra
it was
one.
2 for the 2 of us, so maybe it's $100 a person.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Okay. So, the $200, who gives a fuck about $200?
Right. It's just the fact that we didn't know.
The simple principle of how they handled the whole situation is like, well, fuck that. Why would we subject ourselves?
I mean, for the $200, supposedly you got a couple of commercials during the show and the actual act of being on the show.
But meanwhile, we promoted the whole
I promoted it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Something doesn't make sense.
No.
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Something.
Mm-hmm. So
we're very sorry if you
we
went
didn't
to
do
listen. We were not on.
Yeah.
And for what we listened to the first part of the show, there was no mention that we were not on. Mm-hmm. They had another gentleman that came in right behind us, and apparently they just talked to him about bourbon.
I don't think they could have kept up with us anyways. The pace that we keep on this show is just not the same of FM. A slow radio.
Yes, very. It was a little slower
their approach is totally different than ours, and then I don't think it would have gelled. I went on Abe's show. Abe didn't charge me.
I've done Abe's show twice.
No charge.
No charge.
No charge.
And I would assume that is a much bigger show.
Huh. So weird. Coop?
So weird. Coop?
No charge.
No charge.
So
Cigar Dojo?
FM.
Actually, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of you being on Dojo.
Really?
So it's been a year.
With the T-Rex?
Yes.
And the Jedi fight?
Yes, because all the promotions that I did for that came up on my time. It came up on my time hop
That was
yesterday.
pretty amazing. We had a lot of fun with that one.
We did.
I'm like, if you say there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex behind me, I'm just gonna have to believe you. I can't see it.
If there are two men having a lightsaber fight behind me,
A boxing ring.
I'll just assume that's what's going on.
Yeah, we take it to the next level. Coop was very upset that there was nobody behind me.
No, I still feel bad.
You know,
I still feel bad.
but can you imagine if we had set that up and then it was pushed back an hour and a half, right?
Well, yeah.
Whew.
At least it wasn't raining that night. We did Dojo. We were out in the rain.
Yeah, that's true.
It was much
The
hotter.
dojo was pretty epic. What we did there was pretty amazing.
Yes.
I remember Skip telling me about it. That Arlen says, "Is that an alligator in the background?"
Is that an alligator?
What the hell?
And
is
she
that?
goes, she had no idea what you guys were saying because she doesn't speak English, but she was laughing.
That was good stuff. Good
So
times.
just don't worry. Next show that has Mikey on, we will bring back the skits. Apparently, that is something people expect now. You need to go again?
No, I'm checking to see if Jack Torano is not responding. So
Oh, maybe he's in the meeting.
could be.
He will answer the phone if you call.
Think so?
I think he will.
I don't know if he's gonna answer. I'll play. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Are you going to call real quick? Okay, while you're doing that, I'll do this next story real quick. NFL commissioner announces cancellation of the 2020 preseason games over coronavirus concerns, Michael.
Such bullshit.
This is the sports section of our show.
Did I tell you what happened to me
With what?
with my season tickets?
Yes, you did mention when I saw you over the weekend.
But not on the show.
Not on the show, no. Los Angeles NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced in an open letter published on Monday that the league's preseason games have been canceled due to the coronavirus over the ongoing.
I'm going to watch the
pandemic.
XFL moving forward anyways. The Rock owns it now.
The
Screw you.
NFL in 2020 will not look like other years because they're flagged. They're not touching each other. Oh, here we go. And his belief that COVID-19 is expected to.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
See, I told you he'd answer the phone.
why? How come I text you?
I know. I was in a meeting. What's going on?
You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
And
Right
we're going
now.
to need $200.
I got Hector and Richie and Junior right next to me.
So we can get a whole fuck that guy session going right now.
I could give you a chorus of fuck that guys right now.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, it's nice.
So what's up with Lazona Palooza? Is it confirmed over? Is it not happening or what? We want to be the primary
We
release.
have a press release coming out.
Okay. Well, we want to be ahead of the
We
press.
want to be
release.
ahead of the curve this time.
Hector is asking me who this is. That's insulting, isn't it?
It is
It is,
insulting.
it is
It's very
insulting.
insulting.
Yeah. Mike and Mike, buddy.
I can't tell where the phone is. We were fucking over there.
Wow.
Just having a snap.
I'm fucking over.
So has Lazona been canceled or is it to go?
Lazona Palooza. Can we tell them about Lazona Palooza? Nobody listens to their podcast.
Yeah, there's like 10 people.
10 people, tops.
Tens of people. You listen to Jack.
This way,
He's making himself laugh.
Richie doesn't have to call me now.
The gremlin, what do you call that thing? What do you call the bits? What's the other one called?
The Gremlin?
The Mogwai?
Pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view.
The Patreon?
Oh, the Patreon.
Yeah.
They've been sued. That might go.
Is this the Patreon?
We'll see how that goes.
No, this is the regular show.
This is a standard show.
The standard show.
Yes.
So Lazona Palooza will be canceled this year.
Oh,
No, let's see how he delivered that.
yes, that's nice. He's very talented, that Jack.
Womp. So there you have it.
But we have an amazing event planned.
That's coming in.
That's coming in a press release. We have an amazing alternative to Lazona Palooza 2020.
Does it involve
Are we going-
webcams?
Are we going back to the all Jack 24 hours?
All Jack, all live, 24 hours.
All the
All
time.
the time. That was my favorite thing when the pandemic started.
He started with it, but he really kind of fizzled out.
Well, it's hard.
Fuck Lazona Palooza. It's Jackapalooza this year, baby.
Oh, Jackapalooza. You heard it
Jackapalooza.
here first. Jackapalooza.
Very nice.
So yeah, we will make an announcement on what's coming up and shortly, but there will be a very cool alternative,
Sounds very low.
some really cool things attached to it, and I think the Espinosa fans will be very happy.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Jack.
Well, Jack, we appreciate your time. I'm going to send you over credit card information for you to fill out to have you on this show. It's going to be around $200. So
Nice.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
All right, bud.
Give everybody else our love.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
So there you have it.
I can fix the audio.
When you
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Lazona-Palooza,
Canceled. A no-go. But an
an exciting press
alternative
release is coming with something new, apparently.
So next week we will have Coop's take on what is happening.
Coop Scoop?
The Coop Scoop. Oh, that's what we'll call it now. This is the Coop Scoop.
This is the Coop Scoop.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so no football. Let's see. Oh, we have.
But before you get off that, so Buccaneers canceled all season tickets.
Oh, that's
and
right. Yes, you said that.
Now it's Thunderdome. You have to try and get tickets to the games, and they're all going to be spaced out. Everybody's going to be spaced out.
So you can. So no season ticket holders.
So
get
in
tickets.
order, they're like, hey, this is really fucking complicated. We can't figure out a way to and I would be pissed if this is the only realistic way to do it.
Right.
Like they want to space out parties.
Correct.
Okay, I get that. So you can't say, hey, you of row one have lost your tickets because the person next to you is coming, so you can't go to this game, right? Like
Do you know how many season ticket holders there are?
I think there's a fuck ton after Tom Brady pulled up.
Yeah, probably right. Right.
So
sure would have been quite busy. So there would have been no way to do like, okay, you get game one, you get game two.
Oh, that would have been epically fucking miserable too, because like
right. Okay,
nobody wants to see the Carolina Panthers play.
Right, exactly.
Everybody wants to see the Saints play.
You're right.
You know.
They're better off just going nobody.
Right. Like here's the deal. We're gonna we're gonna keep your money. Is what they said.
Oh.
We're gonna hold this.
We're gonna hold this money.
And if you want to try and buy some tickets, well, you can use that.
Okay.
If not, you can just put it towards next year.
Gotcha. Sort of like Weaselfest.
Yeah.
You have options.
You have option 1, option 2, and option 3.
3.
You get a pair of steak knives.
Oh,
Yeah.
from Kirk.
Option 1 is you're fired. Okay, moving on.
We have a public service.
How about the XFL though? I mean,
We're not talking about that.
come
We
on,
only
The
do
Rock
so
bought the
much- we only do
XFL. That's a big
that came
deal.
out just not, but the story was so long. and I didn't
$15
feel
million.
like talking
He bought that shit Blue Light Special.
about it.
You know Blue Light Special. You're
I
from
know
Kmart.
I know
Oh,
Blue
let's
Light. I've
turn
done
on
my
the
share
light.
of Blue Light specials.
Boop.
Yes.
Here we go. Check out these staples.
For the next 15 minutes in the center of the store by the Midway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Present Thunderdome in the middle of Kmart.
Yes. All right. Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
I don't know if I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Public service message. Do not plant. Florida officials issue warning over mysterious seed.
What are the
packets
seeds?
mailed
I need to know what these seeds
I'm
are.
dying to know what they're doing.
How do we not grow them?
I might plant them too.
I'm like, son of a bitch.
Maybe just one. Maybe it'll be that monster from the.
Ooh, Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe it's him.
Feed me Seymour.
Right. The
Hell yeah,
The
that'd
Florida
be
Department
amazing.
of Agriculture and Consumer
Would it come
Services
out speaking Chinese?
No.
Hi.
No.
Why do you Seymour?
Oh, feed me Seymour. Feed me
Straight to
more
hell.
now.
Straight to hell.
I need to eat. Feed me now.
Oh, feed me now. I
Feed
want.
me now. I need more
I
noodle.
need person.
Oh, let's see.
the whole
Unsolicited package of seeds
What's in the
received
seeds?
from the mail from China. People around the U.S. have reported receiving unexpected
You
packages
fucking know
with
somebody's
Chinese
going to plant those
characters.
seeds.
Somebody is.
It's
I
such-
saw a
it's a
picture that
mystery.
somebody did plant them.
Yeah, what are they?
You couldn't tell from the photo.
Who can it
It's
be?
probably like kudzu, and it's going to overtake.
It's got to be something that's going to, yeah.
Yeah.
So China's really, I mean, they're really banging us out over here.
Officials said many of the
Fucking
packages
pandemic and
have
then
the
this
name
shit. I mean,
China
come on.
Post and may be labeled, oh, it's jewelry, so don't wear them either, apparently.
Oh, you wear this.
Officials said packages have been reported in Virginia, Kansas, Washington, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Utah, and others.
See, here's where they fucked up. They didn't send them to Florida, man.
Right.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Right,
You
Florida.
know these people in
Maybe-
Florida would
maybe
have
they
grown
don't-
that shit.
Maybe they don't grow in this particular
In this
region.
climate?
This climate. It's too humid. Too much
I don't know.
humidity.
I would have taken the stab. The odds are more likely that Floridians would
Oh,
have.
wait. 160 reports from Florida residents having received suspicious seed.
There it is.
There it is.
And
They
that's-
will be everywhere.
So I just wanted to know, you're going to fast forward in 3 years. The end of the world was those seeds that
Those
made it to
seeds.
Florida.
They're working closely to receive guidance from the USDA and its Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services, the lead regulatory body of this issue, in consultation with U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Can Greg call Steve and get his seeds?
Greg call Steve.
His friend? Scott.
Scott. Oh, no. He's very by the book.
Oh, is
He is the law.
Oh. And or receiving unsolicited seed packages from other countries should not open them.
Don't open the
seed
package.
and avoid opening other packages or mailing materials if possible. Officials said. Officials said, do not plant the seeds or discard them in the trash that will be sent to a landfill.
The commitment from whoever packaged them, though. I mean, come on.
No, you can't send them. You can't put them in the trash. They'll go to landfill. Then they'll grow. That's the plan.
Can't
figure we
throw
just
them
throw them
away.
away.
What do you do now?
You know, it's weird. Adrian got a package in the mail from China.
Yeah.
So she opened it because she thought it was something she ordered from Amazon. Something.
Asbestos. Everybody's
It's
dead.
this tiny little piece of Velcro that if you have long hair in your woman, you put it in your hair and it holds your hair back while you do your makeup.
Oh.
She didn't buy it. She didn't order it or anything. I Googled it, and it's some scam where if you keep the package, they could possibly send other packages to your house of stolen goods and somebody picks it up off your porch type thing. Now, I opened it and everything, and I gave it to our local mailman here to check, and he said, we don't know anything about it. Since you've opened it, I have to give it back to you. He said, you could file a report online if you want.
So now you're going to have ninjas approaching your
I'm
house?
hoping and get like some free shit at my house.
But you're like, it's a gated community.
Yeah, but it comes in the mail.
But somebody's got to pick it up.
Well, the mailman brings it and drops it off at your door, like an Amazon package.
Yeah, but how do they get? I don't see
Oh,
the
how do
scam.
they get in? Well, they might not understand I'm in a gated community.
How do they? Yeah, like, oh shit.
So, but I mean, it's gated. It's not Fort Knox. Just follow somebody in.
Huh.
I mean, if I pull up and there's somebody there trying to punch in a code, I just hit the button and go around them.
So, like, if a kilo of Colombian Bam Bam just fucking pops up in your house, what do you do?
Oh, I would give that to the police.
Oh,
probably.
fuck that. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Call our friend here with the Bam Bam connection. And
Our friend up here with the Bam Bam
I
connection?
don't want to say his name on the air.
Oh, I don't know who he is. Oh, I know who he
Yeah,
is.
you do.
Yes, I know who you're talking about now.
Hey, can you move
Yeah.
this? I need just
Yeah.
like 25%.
Hey, listen. I got a package
I
here.
got a package here. It's a powdery substance. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I need
He'll
you
take it
to
and go smear it on his gums.
Is it-
This is
oh,
good.
yeah, I'll
Good
take it.
stuff here. Really nice.
make that move.
All right, Michael. I figured this story would pertain to you.
Would
And then
trigger me?
Then I have one more story. Oh, we're at 52 minutes. Look at this. We might have to take another break.
Oh, Pedro.
Florida gym owner arrested for not enforcing the mask order.
I'm sorry?
A gym owner was arrested for not enforcing the mask order. A South Florida gym owner was arrested after finding a county mask order. He was allowing members at his 24-hour gym fitness to elect whether or not they wore a mask while working out against county order requiring them to wear one. He refused to close after deputies told him to do so. This whole thing is really about this is a long thing. A group of protesters, anti-mask demonstration last week. He had also filed a lawsuit against the county over the mask. He said the order is intrusive, he said, was concerned about the health of his members who might faint or get dizzy working out wearing a mask. And investigators had received 311 complaints about the gym.
Okay, so.
He was released from jail Tuesday.
All right. Okay, I'll break this down for you.
Okay, quickly, we have 7 minutes, and I have one more really good story.
For the first thing
Yes.
is that if it's mandated,
Yes.
there should be no problem with people just complying. Like, just fucking wear the mask.
Just wear the mask.
Right? Now, I have worn the mask at the gym,
Yes.
and I take it off when I'm working out on a thing, and I'll hang it on my ear, whatever the case may be. If you have a mask that is a little thicker, and I do, it's fucking miserable. So I get it. And like to a point where you feel like I can't fucking breathe, I'm nauseous.
Right.
Okay, so here's what you do. If we were mandated to wear a mask everywhere we were here and at the gym, I would wear a thinner mask. One that was easier that didn't feel
You don't have the show one's quite breathable.
The show one is perfect.
Yes.
Like anything like this, it's a little bit thinner. It's still gonna reduce shit going out. And you can still operate with it as a human being. Like, I don't understand. For one, I just feel like all of this was not necessary. He shouldn't have had to get in an upheaval. He shouldn't have had to get arrested. People should have complied, and people should be quasi fucking intelligent about this whole process. Just do what we have to do to get over this shit.
Right, and just get past it.
Right.
Yes. Feel better?
No.
Okay, I got 5 minutes. This is a great story. Save it for the last story.
You saved it for the last.
Saved the last
You
story.
think you can fit it in?
Yes. Yes, very quickly.
All right, I'm over it.
A Florida lap dancer has been arrested in Miami after assaulting
Yes!
5 police officers with her vagina
Whoa.
and using it as a deadly weapon without the intent to kill.
Did she have COVID or something?
Brittany Simmons, 24, was performing at the Camel Toe Strip Club.
Uh-huh. What a great name.
When an altercation
What a great
began
name.
between Simmons and several clients at the club. Miami police were called to intervene and attempted to apprehend Simmons, who was highly intoxicated and acting erratically, according to the official police report. Five Miami-Dade Police Department officers attempted to place Simmons under arrest, but were momentarily indisposed.
By her vagina.
No. When, place Simmons under arrest, but were momentarily indisposed. When the lap dancer ejected vaginal fluid
Oh, my God.
towards the officers, temporarily blinding 3 and injuring 2.
Oh, that is some technique.
What is in that thing?
I mean,
Okay, this is what the
do you think she ever gets married? I mean,
Not now.
that guy is under her control.
She
100%.
just okay. This is what the officer said. She just spread her
the-
legs wide open and started
gonna do the
squirting
dishes.
in the cops' faces, eyes, and mouths from a distance of about 12 to 15 feet.
What a trajectory. Holy moly.
One eyewitness told reporters, visibly amused by the whole affair. So the witness was giggling.
Was there video?
Knowing full well she was exposing the police officers to a number of sexually transmitted diseases, potentially HIV as well, it is considered that she used her vagina with lethal force
Well, I'm sure that
against the officers, explained Miguel.
the employees at the
spokesman for
Camel
Miami Police
Toe
Department.
are probably,
Her attorney
top
argued,
notch.
Wait, she has a really good attorney. Simmons' attorney, Alan Smith. So if you're ever in trouble in Miami, look up Alan Smith.
Alan Schumer is the guy you want to look up in
He
in
argued
Miami.
that his client acted in self-defense and used her vagina not as a deadly weapon, but in the appropriate boundaries of her working skills and abilities.
Wow.
Look at that.
Alan Smith. Look
According,
at you.
according to current Florida law, and if convicted of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon,
Uh-huh. Deadly
you hang
vagina.
that moniker on you the rest of your life.
I mean, let's be honest.
The
The
Miami Police
vagina can
Department,
be deadly.
they claim my vagina is a deadly weapon.
Certified.
She just became the headliner, I would imagine, at that strip club.
What's her name? Brittany. What?
Brittany Simmons.
What's her stage name?
She's 24.
Bedazzle.
Vagina Squirter is her new name. Let's see.
Super Soaker to the main
Simmons
stage.
listen, she could face up to 1,036 years in jail.
1,036.
Believe legal
I think she's
experts.
going to die before then.
We have 3 minutes here. In 2013, a court case of another Miami citizen was convicted of armed robbery after threatening a convenience store clerk with his erect and AIDS-infected penis and was sentenced to 237 years in jail.
My penis has AIDS, and I will
So, effect from the
ejaculate.
AIDS, do we get the killer vagina and the killer penis together and see if they can create like a whole new race of
like a mutant.
super babies? Of some
super
kind?
defense mechanisms of death.
I saw that story today and had to get it.
Ooh, I got to add this. I
Gotta
got
add
to
this.
write that one down.
Killer vagina in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of glad Lozona Palooza because they got killer vaginas down
Everybody
there.
loves a good killer vagina. You know what? I hope they sign her for Lollapalooza.
Maybe that's the big surprise.
Yeah, we have a huge announcement. Jack Toronto comes on. It's like we have a big press release.
I'll put up a picture of the young lady.
Stage name, Super
I've been
Soaker.
asked to put up pictures for different stories.
The Super Soaker 1000
Oh, that's what she calls herself, Super Soaker.
will be. I've said it like 4 times. Thanks.
Oh, I just noticed that.
The Super Soaker 1000 will be joining us at
On the main
Lozona.
stage, coming out next, Super Soaker.
The first 3 rows are like the splash zone.
If you're in the first 3 rows, we recommend that you put up the drop cloth.
That you wear a poncho.
Oh, they sell
Like fucking
ponchos
Gallagher.
with their picture on them like at SeaWorld. For
Oh
the,
my
for
god,
the
that'd be
whales.
amazing.
Oh.
Camel Toe Joe's. What was it called? Camel Toe Joe's or some shit?
Camel Toe Strip Club.
The Camel Toe.
Forming at the Camel Toe. When an altercation began between.
How did that break out? Like, how did the fight break out with the stripper that was naked? How did we
Was
get?
she standing? Was she sitting? I mean,
How
I
did
need
we-
more information.
How did we get there? I'm hoping that that they'll
Miss-
follow the story.
If Miss Simmons would like to call in also.
No, don't call in.
That's more of a Zoom. I think that's a visual.
I won't be on that either.
We could set up cans to
that's
see if
fine.
she can hit them
you
from
go
a
ahead,
distance.
You go ahead. You go ahead. Do that. What are you, fucking Howard Stern all of a sudden?
She's shooting cigars. She's shooting cigars.
Ping.
Bing, bing.
Um,
Oh, it's great.
I saw that.
All right, we got 15 seconds. It's gonna go off.
I saw that your gong has been used in other places.
Somebody else has a gong. I don't care.
We should probably get a bigger gong. Really, I was
Yeah,
looking.
that gong you sent me was $1,300.
I know. It'd be quite
like this. We covered the
quite the
finally covered
Patreon
curtain.
commitment.
Yes,
Just saying.
it wouldn't be. Oh, it's off. Where the video went off.
Okay.
All right,
Well, that's
guys.
fine.
This
We
is
just-
episode. Yeah, well, this is episode
Let it run
133.
afterwards. The curtain's down
Cigar-
right now.
Cigar Hustler podcast.
And
I'll
there's
just
nothing
make a
you can
squirting
do about
vagina
it.
cartoon to put up or
Pachoom,
something.
pachoom.
Pachoom, bing, 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 bing.
Super Soaker 1000.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again. Ever.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the
You didn't
moderator.
even let him fuck it up all the way. All right,
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not even
record.
gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Squared.